Something I noticed in most of the states so far. The birds chirping like this, I don't hear in Alaska. And that's something that's nice to hear. Now, maybe it's just I happen to be in the wrong spot in Alaska to hear it, but I've heard a lot of birds along this trip. And I guess I can talk a little bit now about why I get the rooms so cheap. Anybody who's using Booking.com already knows about it. But the more you use Booking.com, the bigger discount you get on rooms. And I started using it probably about 8 years ago if I ever went on little trips in Austria, for like 1 or 2 nights. And since I left, when I got to Fairbanks, I used it. And then since the trip began, I've been using it every night except for the first night. And that's why right now I'm like level, I don't know, 3 or 30. So usually I'm getting between 15% and 25% discount. And the more you use it, the more discount you get. And what I do exactly, because the only bad thing about Booking is you don't really know what you're getting. You don't know how the outside looks. They describe things, but you never really believe it. The way I do it is, of course, I always put in order of lowest to highest price. And then the first price I come across that has a rating of 8.1 or higher, I take that hotel immediately, and I've never had a problem doing that. So if you ever start using Booking.com, that's the way you do it, where you're guaranteed you're going to get nice rooms. And you see the rooms I'm getting now for the prices. They're really nice rooms. In fact, that room last night I had in South Dakota, I hope the room I'm getting when I reach my final destination is going to be that nice. And yes, I'll say a little too much now, but for the next couple of months, I'm going to be living in a lodge or hotel. Everything I'll explain once I get there and why I'm there and all of that. But I know that I'm staying in an extended stay. I hope they're nice. I know it has a kitchen, so I've got a place to cook. And then when I get tired of those people, I'll leave. So we'll see what it looks like when I get there. I've never stayed in an extended stay. So today we got the cheapest room so far on the road trip. Bathroom is the only thing that looks nice. Got the refrigerator, microwave on top of the refrigerator. The bed is really big. I think they only have smoking rooms in this hotel, so the room smells like stale smoke. Now, I went to Booking.com. I got this room, $50, which is really cheap. There were only 2 hotels in this town, and the town is called Walcott in Iowa. Nothing's outside. I'll go outside and make a video shortly. But for $50, it's okay. The stale smoke is unpleasant, but it's just for 14 hours and then I'm leaving. But it's also rated 7.1 stars. And normally I wouldn't stay in it, but because this is exactly what you get when you go under 8 stars. So we are pretty much in farmland. There is I I think there was a McDonald's, a gas station with the Subway inside. I got a sub there. Worst sub I've ever had at Subway. And I've been getting like a sub once every day for lunch. They barely put any ham, barely any lettuce and tomatoes. That was a disappointing sub for dinner. But at least it's nice and quiet. The room is, you know, okay. I got a little spoiled with the big rooms the last couple of days. But you know, for $50, I have to be honest, if I found a room for $50 every night, I would take it. But only if it had an 8 rating or higher. So I still have, I'm guessing, about 3 hours till I'm out of Iowa. I have nothing else on my list of things to do in Iowa. If I pass something tomorrow, I'll take a look at it. I'm hoping to drive about 6 hours. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Depends on if I find places to stop at. But this road through Iowa, I'm not really hitting many things. So I just came out the hotel at nighttime, and remember the pollinators mentioned something about monarch butterflies? I saw this on the sidewalk. Now he looks like he died. Is that a monarch butterfly? He wasn't here when I checked in about 3 hours ago, so he must have just fallen here and died. But if you know anything about butterflies, let me know if that's a monarch butterfly. I'm not complaining or anything, but I'm happy to be leaving this place. I definitely got spoiled by having a few nice rooms in the previous days, but when I went to bed, there was a big hole in the bed sheet, and you know, this place isn't really bad, especially for $50, but it's not maintained and it's falling apart. So it's a shame because, like I said, there's only 2 hotels in this town, and this had the best rating at 7.1. This is why you don't stay in anything with a rating less than 8.0. It's also not a pretty town. It's definitely a poor area and not much of a community here. It's dirty. There's a lot of trash on the street. So we are moving on. I'm hoping to drive about 6 hours today, probably more like 5 hours, and I should get to the next place. Right now I'm heading to Davenport. I don't know if Davenport is something that is like a known city. The name sounds familiar, but I can't think. Where did I hear Davenport, Iowa? So do you guys know anything about Davenport, Iowa? Because we're heading there now. So since there's so little to show in Iowa, I just wanted to stop and make another video of something. So here we have Davenport. And what I would say is, looks like a very nice area. Loud since I'm right on the highway or main road through Davenport. Lots of stores. You got the China Cafe. There you will find Chinese coffee. You have the tobacco vape shop. There you will find some illegal substances. You have nothing but cakes. Nothing Bunt Cakes. They spelled butt wrong. You have Dave's Hot Chicken. That's similar to Pete's Hot Chicken, but a little less spicy. You have Red Wing Shoes. These are the shoes with the wings on them. And I can't read anything else. There's a car wash, which is sounding like it's a good way to get the bugs off the truck. Nothing great. Just wanted to make one more short video of something in Iowa because I don't know if there is going to be anything else. Too many cars, too many people.